Yo, village people, it is Freedom Friday with your girl, Money J, and I'm super excited that you made it through the week. So listen, I have a fresh revelation, hot off the press, something that God wanted me to share with you guys that he showed me earlier this week. So upon returning from being out of town, first thing I saw on the television was the news, and it was another plane crash, y'all. And even when the first two happened, I was like, oh my gosh, like what is really going on? But in that moment, guys, before I even hit the hallway to turn to my room, I said, Lord, what are you trying to say to us? And it was two things, guys, that he revealed to me. Number one is fear. The enemy wants to breed fear and stop the believer and stop those from elevating into their purpose and what God has called them to be. Fear to step away from the things that God told you to step away from. Fear of saying the things that God called you to say. Fear from doing the things that God told you to do. He wants to breed fear so that we can continue to stay paralyzed and our foot planted and not moving forward. And so I want to dispel and rebuke the spirit of fear off of your life, because the Bible says that God hasn't given us the spirit of fear, but he has given us a sound mind. He's given us power, love, and a sound mind. So fear does not belong to the believer. And when we are fearful, we are to give that to God, but understand that it doesn't come from him. Okay. The second thing is this. With a lot of us in this new year, I can't speak for anybody else, but me and a few close friends, we already declared that 2025 is going to be our year to thrive, like in every area of my life, in my personal life, in my ministry, in my family, in my business. I am going to thrive because I'm going to get out of the way. And so as we begin to put these action steps in place, now you can tell me if I'm right or I'm wrong. It seems like there's an obstacle and there's always something getting in the way, or there have been things that have been blocking us as we've been moving forward thus far in 2025. And so thus is why I explain the plane crashes as far as what God is trying to say. Don't give up. Don't give in to the spirit of fear. Because as we know, as you are taking off, the power of God will sustain you. You will go to higher heights that you didn't even know that you can go to. But we can't be discouraged by the little obstacles that come in our way, and they weigh us down as if we crashed and burned, and there's nothing else that we can do. That is a lie of the enemy. You will get up again. Get up. Get up, get back on the runway, and begin to move forward again. Because what I can tell you is that there is no success without failure. There is no success without some type of, without trial and error. Okay. And so don't be discouraged. That is your word. Don't be discouraged. Continue to try. Continue to take those shots. Continue to take those daily action steps to achieve your goal and to truly thrive in 2025. Do not give in to the spirit of fear. Matter of fact, I encourage and admonish you, my brothers and sisters, that when you feel fearful, push forcefully. Okay, that was a tongue twister. When you feel fearful, push forcefully. Lean into that thing. I'm scared. Okay, I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to do it scared. Y'all think about a ride. When you when you're on a roller coaster, when you first get on there and you see how high you're going to go, your stomach begin to get in knots and you get scared. But at that point, you on the ride now and they getting ready to start. But guess what? At the end of the ride, I made it. And I'm excited. It was a great experience. Now, two things you walk away from. I'm not going to do that again, or I'm finna get back in line for another, to take this ride again. And that is life, guys. That is our Christian walk. We are going to come against obstacles and sometimes when we crash and when we hit, it hurts. But y'all, we got to shake that off in this season. Get up, because we don't have time to weep and whine. We are in a spiritual war and we have to be ready to fight. God needs us in alignment and in position, because he's called you just like he called Esther for such a time as this. So whatever you do, my village people, hang in there. Don't give up. Utilize this village and this community to get your encouragement and your support you need on your journey to be all of who God called you to be. Love you guys.